Two generators that are super useful, but you might not know about. But before we go ahead, I need to ask you one simple favor. Hit the subscribe button on our YouTube channel if you didn't already, of course, and be one of our 10K subscribers, which we just crossed 2 weeks ago, which is amazing for us. But at the same time, it's a huge boost for us to keep pushing out quality content, which we now do on a regular basis every week. So make sure you subscribe, like the video as well, comment on the video, so give us feedback on what you would like to see. But now let's jump right into it. So assume we generate a new application in our NX workspace. So I'm going to generate here a new React app. Let's call this My Account. And it goes through a couple of options that I can choose here. And I also get an end-to-end test generated. So this is with Cypress, and it's obviously best practice to do so, but maybe we didn't want to do that. Now there was an option to actually skip the end-to-end test generation, but I forgot about it. Now you could obviously go ahead and manually remove the project by just deleting the directory. But if your project is somehow configured either in the tsconfig base JSON or in some other way, it might get tricky because you have to clean up a couple of different places. Well, there's a generator actually in NX that can automate all of that. And so we can just run nx generate at our workspace. The generator is named remove. And what I'm going to remove is the end-to-end test. So I just write my account end-to-end, which is basically the name or identifier of the project. You can find that identifier if you go to the project JSON, and there's a name property at the very top of the file. So if I run this now, it would just remove my end-to-end test for the application and clean up all the references where it is present. The cool part is that if a project depends on the project you're about to delete, it would ask you for an additional confirmation just to make sure. There's obviously a force flag, so you can always go with that. Now, similarly, imagine we generated a new library. And so I'm going to generate a new React library. And the directory I want to generate this is within that product subfolder here. Now, imagine I make a mistake and I generate that into the orders directory because I'm copying and pasting the command. And so now we have it within that orders subfolder, and it is also being referenced in a couple of different places, because if you go down here, you will see that it is being added to the path mappings of the tsconfig base JSON here. Well, I can go ahead and again use a generator to move the project. Now again, I could use the command, but I always forget about it. So let me actually right click and use nx generate. And this works because I have an extension that is called NX console installed, which gives me all those contextual menus at hand. So just right click here, click generate, and then I search for move. And so this now opens up a new view where I can go ahead and specify the destination where I want to move my new project. The project is already selected down here because I right clicked on it. So the new destination here would be products. And I also give it a name because in theory I could use that move command similar to the Unix move command also for renaming a project. And so in this case, I would still name it UI product item. So down here, you can see the dry run. So it actually deletes everything in the orders and then moves it back into the products one, which is exactly what I want. And so hitting the button here moves it down to where it actually belongs. And obviously it went ahead and also updated here all the references in the tsconfig base JSON. So you can see the new one here. So I hope this was helpful. As always, make sure to subscribe to the channel to not miss any of those tips, or on our Twitter account where we also usually publish them. See you in the next one.